A lot of the crazy questions that I've received about religious life have come from my own family, because they're all Protestant, and they have no concept of what I'm doing or why. They would tell me often, well, I don't understand why you would want to throw your life away, or in this lifestyle. I said, I have the same question with regard to you and so whom you married. It's just like, it's inconceivable why I that somebody would marry so and be doing this. I said, but that's your vocation. That's what you're called to do. And it makes perfect sense to you. This is where you're meant to be. I said, the same thing goes for a religious vocation. I can't explain it to you. It's like, this is where I belong. This is, and it's something that you need to pray about too. In other words, I just didn't decide I'm going to be a nun. I really did pray, and I prayed those 3 Hail Marys that the sister told me to pray. If you want to know what your vocation in life is, pray 3 Hail Marys every day. So I did religiously. And I said, I don't want to waste my life. Please, Blessed Mother, ask Jesus to tell me what he wants me to do. And it was pretty clear. It was pretty clear to me. But to explain it, it would be like to ask somebody to explain why they married, Mr. So-and-so instead of like 12 other guys. She fell in love with this man, and there was a connection. I said, the same thing goes. Of course, why wouldn't I connect with God? I mean, our hearts are made for God. As St. Augustine says, our hearts are specifically made for God. And even if you marry, even if you have another call in life, there's a special hole there that's not going to be filled up by anything or anyone but God alone. So a religious is like, they jump all the extra steps and they go immediately to the finish line and they say, you are what I want. And if you're calling me, I'm saying yes. I'm saying yes. And I think my grandmother put it very, very succinctly because she knew me really well. She said, with your taste, Julia, how it's like the bar is set so high. You either have to marry John D. Rockefeller or you have to marry Jesus Christ. And I said, second one. I'll take the second one. But a vocation is really hard to explain to people. It's hard to explain to like Catholic families, let alone Protestant families who have no concept of what you're doing or why. But I think the bottom line was they wanted to see, are you serious about this and are you happy? And I think they could tell I was happier than anyone else in my family, when it came to my choice in life. So yeah, you get strange looks and strange questions, and most of it kind of goes around, well, did you ever think, to be married? Did you ever think to, do something different in life? And did you ever think of, I said, I was like a normal teenager. I thought of a lot of things. Like I said, at a certain point, I wanted to be a Russian ballerina. I mean, you have all kinds of dreams and strange ideas of how you can best spend your life. But when you pray, God has the best idea about how to spend your life in the best way possible. I've never been disappointed in him. Sometimes his relatives give me problems, but the people that you might end up working with or whatever, but not him. So it's like, yeah, there's another one of my sister friends, and she said, that's because, religious life is eschatological. And I said, it's a what? She says, it means that we're focused on the end goal. It's like, your life is kind of a representation of what it's supposed to be, of how our life with God is supposed to be, how we're supposed to be at home and comfortable with Jesus. And if we can like illustrate that in our own life, then I think that's a very good thing. People need that encouragement. They need to know that, Jesus wants that close relationship with them as well. We just anticipated it.